Hello everyone, in this video we'll be covering how to gain access to the first dragon boss in the first dragon event. There are 4 separate mini bosses that you must gain access to and defeat. This event runs from January 14th until February 12th. Just a reminder that I've created a Discord you can find the link to in the description. This will be a place where you can talk tibia and bestiary with others. Also, if you want to support me even more than you already are by watching my videos, you can click the join button below this video to find out more. The first thing you must do to start access is to speak to the Dragonlord NPC Tamoril, who can be found in Yalahar's Magician Quarter. You can follow the keywords in his chat. You must say, First Dragon, Rumors, Descendants, Draconic Incitements, Find, Yes, Yes. Once you finish this conversation, you'll gain an entry for the first dragon quest in your quest log. Now we can begin to gain access to the mini-bosses. Luckily, you only have to do access once, and it'll carry over between years. You can do these bosses in whatever order you choose, but access to some of these bosses can be completed as you're doing the others. Make sure to watch the whole video if you want to make the best use of your time. Also, you can kill these bosses every 20 hours. The first boss we'll be discussing is Tazhadur, the power boss. To access this boss, you must kill 200 normal dragons. Any other dragons, such as hatchlings, dragonlords, frost dragons, etc., will not count. You can choose whatever spawn you wish to hunt at to complete these. Once you have killed the 200 dragons, you can find the access portal north of Darashia in the Darashia Dragon Lair. Make your way to the last floor. In the middle of the room, you can find the portal. I recommend at least level 150 to 200 for this boss. He can combo around 1000 damage per turn, has 10,000 health, and is immune to fire damage, as well as strong to earth damage. You may want to stack up fire protection, and if you're a mage, use mana shield. This boss will always drop the Tooth of Tazhadur. Next will be Gelidrazah the Frozen, the knowledge boss. You must have completed the Barbarian Test Quest, so you have the ability to travel with Buddle. You can find him in the southern part of Xarkost. Make sure to pay attention when talking to him, and say no if he asks for your ring, if you don't want to lose a dwarven ring. You must travel to Okolnir. Once you get here, you can either make your way up to the bridge from the left ramp, or levitate directly up. Head to the east, make your way up a level, and find the NPC Gelidrazah's Thirst. Speak to her and she'll ask you 3 questions. The answers are Tamihi, Izara, and Sver. Once you answer these questions, you'll have access to the portal. This boss is the easiest of the 4 mini-bosses. This boss could possibly combo up to 1000 damage, but is unlikely. It can be killed between level 100 and 150. It is similar to a frost dragon and can paralyze. This boss has 10,000 health, just like the others, and will always drop the scale of Gelidrazah. Third will be Zorvorax, the life boss. To gain access to this boss, you must walk in 3 areas. These are the Sun Tower, southeast of Abdendriel, the Oasis, north of Anchorman, in the middle of the desert. Lastly, the Stone Circle, north of Carlin. Once you have stepped in these 3 spots and received the message, you'll be able to access Zorvorax. The teleport can be found in the Edron Vampire Crypt. Zorvorax is a strong version of Undead Dragon. You can combo around 1000 damage, and is resistant to most elements except for holy and energy, so you may have some trouble as a mage. It has 10,000 health, as all these bosses do. You may find it helpful to use energy walls on this boss to make it run around so you can avoid damage. You should be able to defeat this boss close to level 200. Druids will have the most trouble, as they don't have any strong energy spells. If you're above level 200, you can use your summon to help defeat this boss, and if you're a druid, you may have to use explosion runes. This boss will always drop the bones of Zorvorax. Once you have defeated this boss, you can take the teleporter in the east room of the Vampire Crypt to have a shortcut to the exit. Lastly is Kalyassa, the treasure boss. To access this boss, you will have to have started the New Frontier quest, so you have access to Zao. Also, you need to open 5 dragon chests. There are 20 located around Tibia, but only 5 are required to gain access to the boss. I'll leave a link in the description to the full list, but I'll tell you the easiest chest to find. Most of them can be done while doing the previous bosses. The first dragon chest I'll be showing is in Kazordoon. It is found just outside the main gate. If you take the carpet, you can buy a ticket for the ore wagon and travel here quickly. Opening this chest will give you a gold ingot. The second dragon chest can be found in the Darashia dragon lair. I recommend grabbing this one while you're here to kill Tazhadur. It can be found just to the north when you first enter the cave. In it, you will find 2 green crystal splinters. The third dragon chest can be found on Okolnir on your way to Gelidrazah. But you either make your way around from the left, levitate up the bridge, you go up the stairs, and it's right to the north. I recommend getting this while you're here to kill Gelidrazah the Frozen. In this chest, you'll find 2 small diamonds. The fourth dragon chest can be found at the old fortress in Edron. It is located outside the fortress, so it's very quick and easy to grab. I recommend stopping here while on your way to Zorvorax. In this chest, you'll find a yellow gem. The fifth and final chest I recommend can be found in the Zao Steppe before you fight Kalyassa. From the portals in the steppe, you'll have to head to the far east to collect this chest. Inside this chest, you'll find a giant shimmering pearl. Once you've opened the 5 chests, either these or other ones off the list if you chose to, you can fight Kalyassa. You can find Kalyassa in the Dragon Blaze peaks. You can follow my path from the steppe teleporters. Kalyassa is the most difficult boss by far. It has 10,000 health like the others, but it summons 2 Dragon Lords. It can combo over 1500 damage itself and closer to 2500 damage if both Dragon Lords are summoned. You should definitely use some fire protection if you're low level and make use of your summons if you're level 200 or more. I recommend at least level 200 for this boss, as well as Mana Shield if you're a mage. You can attempt to use energy walls to divert the boss here, but all the fire fields will most likely cover them up fairly quickly. This boss will always drop the Horn of Kalyassa. Now that you have killed the 4 bosses, you can gain access to the final fight, the first dragon. Every time you kill these bosses, they will drop their special item that is worth 10k. Make sure you keep at least 1 of each of these items though. The Tooth of Tazhadur, Scale of Gelidrazah, Bones of Zorvorax, and the Horn of Kalyassa. These will be required to gain access to the boss area. These will only have to be used once, and will carry over between years. Hope this video was able to help you defeat these mini bosses and gain access to the final boss. Keep an eye out for my next video on how to defeat the first dragon that will be released within a few days. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting.